Holly, you want to wrap us up?
Yep, I can do that. Gloria, I love that comic you put in there. That's hilarious. And it's so true. It's just so true. Well, I will bring us home here. My name is Holly Gonzalez. I am a adjunct faculty in education. You can tell by my little background here. I do work for KCSOS during the day. I am a STEM program specialist, science teacher by trade, but I teach in the education department up at BC as an adjunct. I've got 3 classes this semester. I have about 9 different ones that I have prepped for education. So I've kind of taught a little bit of everything in the ed department. One of the things that I wanted to share was a resource that I use and I embed in my courses. So this is one of the courses I created last summer. We did some pilot courses for um, some folks from the Cesar Chavez Foundation on social emotional learning. And my courses are set up so much like, Bren's and Lenora's too, but, same kind of thing with the links, to the modules and the syllabus. And I have all my, important information, some welcome videos and things like that. But what I want to show you is in my modules tab, I'd like to have as much information as I can to, within the course itself so that we can kind of avoid the use of a textbook if at all possible. This is one of the courses that I wrote from scratch. I had some input from some my amazing colleagues over in the ed department that had some different resources and modules that they shared with me. And so I kind of pieced some of their stuff and then created some of my own stuff. But what I want to show you is one way that I like to curate resources. So I'm just going to pull up one of my content pages. So like this page is on student or learner agency. And it gives them instructions on, okay, here I'm going to give you a variety of pieces of information, and I'm going to let you kind of pick and choose what you want to learn more about. So I've got some little bit of kind of an introduction to the topic, and I love to embed videos in Canvas. I think it's just super convenient that they're just right there, and the students can click on them and watch them. But then this resource that I'm talking about here for you is Wakelet. And it is a great way to kind of get a whole bunch of resources in one spot and you can kind of curate that list. So I'll go to the site here, but let me just kind of scroll down first so you can see what it looks like. So this particular Wakelet is it's a collection of, it can be links, it can be videos, it can be you can create resources like PDFs that you want to link to. There's so many different things, different ways you can go about it. But in this particular collection, I've got, again, some videos. I've got, let me scroll here. Got some more videos. There's links to some articles about the topic. So lots of different types of resources that you can put in there. But if I go up to Wakelet, let me show you kind of what that looks like. And Wakelet's free. I think they've got a paywall now that you can pay for premium features, but I think they're just the free side of it is pretty robust, and there's quite a bit you can do with it. But here it's really simple, very simple interface, user friendly. If you want to create a collection, you just sign in with Google. I just have a Google sign in. You just click on your collection and then you just paste in the web addresses. And you can just keep adding and keep adding and keep adding. And then back in Canvas, I just go into the insert up here. When I go to edit, I go to insert and then do an embed and just copy the embed code from Wakelet. And then it just drops it right in so that when the students get into the page, they can see everything and they can pick and choose what they want to read. So they can just click on these things here and it's going to take them right to whatever resource they want to go and take a look at. So that's just my little 2 cents. But it's something that has really made it a little bit easier for me, just to kind of get all of my resources in one spot. And I think it does give some student choice and voice in there too. So, students can kind of pick, do they learn better when they watch a video? Do they want to read something? It just lets them choose the modality for the learning. So I try to find a bunch of things that are very similar, but maybe just a different way to look at it. So that's what I wanted to share. Let me
Thank you
stop
so
sharing
much.
there.
Thank you, Holly. And Nick has a question. He said, what have you found the advantages are of using Wakelet versus creating a Canvas page with the material in the Canvas
Oh, that's
page?
a great question, Nick. I like it for me personally because I like to have all of my pieces of information chunked in one spot, and I can make multiple collections um for multiple classes that way. I mean, it's kind of a personal preference. I think aesthetically, I like how it looks in Canvas. There may not be one advantage of one over the other. I guess it's kind of like however you want to do it. But I think if you have a lot of resources, I know I've seen different professors that I work with in the ed department that have very large wakelets, like they have really large collections of information. And if that was all in a Canvas page, a single Canvas page, the students would be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So for me, I like that other way of kind of curating the pieces together so that it just is a little bit cleaner, a little bit more organized. And I think just aesthetically, I like how it looks. So that would just be my preference.
Yeah, and it shows previews a little differently than if you would just put it into Canvas with the link. So that can be helpful because you can kind of get a snapshot.
Yeah,
Nick, were you
that's
going to
true.
say
Thank you.
something?
Yeah, no problem.
The other thing, you can also use Wakelet to have students create their own resources. So there's ways that they could collaborate with other students to, pull together different research. So that could be something interesting too.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I did with those particular that two course series. I was like, if you have other resources and you want to add them to the Wakelet, yes, let's add them, and I can open it up and let them collaborate and add to it.
Right. Awesome. Well, perfect timing. Thank you all so much for coming today. It was lovely to get to see many of you for the couple of you for the second time this week. And I'm looking forward to our faculty forums in the fall. But thank you so much to our speakers, and I'll talk to you all soon. Always here if you need me. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.